Hello. So, this is a wonderful topic in civic education called the Constitution, and it is very important for a student to understand it. I just want to touch on different matters so that you get to even prepare for your exams. So if you are a GC candidate, internal candidate, make sure that you study through this particular topic. It is one of those major topics that one needs to understand. So I've written down this definition of a constitution. So if a question was to come in an exam, what is a constitution? You need to understand that a constitution, it is just a system of rules according to which a country is governed. This can be a country, it can be an organization. So it is just a what? It is just a system of rules according to which an organization or a country is governed. Mainly, we just have two types of what? Two types of constitutions. So we've got what we get to call the written what? There's what we get to call a written constitution. So there is what we call a written constitution as well as unwritten what? Unwritten constitution. So we've got a written constitution as well as unwritten constitution. So these are the main two types of what? Two types of constitution. But you can also find other types of constitution which are known as the flexible constitution and a rigid constitution. When you are talking about a written constitution, I want you to understand that a written constitution, this is just a type of a constitution whose provisions are written in a what? You discover that this is a type of constitution whose provisions are written. So provisions are what? Whose provisions are what? They are written in a what? They are written in a what? In a, I'll say in a what? In a single formal document. In a single what? In a single formal a document. So in a single formal what? In a single formal document. This word there is document. When we go to unwritten constitution, I ask you, what is unwritten constitution? So this is just a type of a constitution based on a what? It is based on a correction of what? This one, it is just based on a correction of what? Document. It is just based on a correction of what? Correction of documents. So this is what you are supposed to understand. When we go now to those types of constitutions that I've told you that a written or unwritten can either be flexible or rigid. So when we are talking about a flexible constitution, what is a flexible constitution? You need to understand that a flexible constitution is a type of a constitution that can be what? That can be easily amended. It can be easily what? Easily, so it can be easily amended. So it can be easily what? Amended, or another word that we can use there is changed. So this is what you need to get there. I guess we are following each other so well and you are able to understand. So it can be changed even without calling for a what? Even without calling for a referendum. So you discover that all flexible constitutions are written. That's why I said that a written and unwritten can either be rigid or flexible. So all these flexible constitutions are what? Are written. When we go to a rigid type of a constitution, so a rigid constitution, you discover that this one, it cannot be what? Cannot, so I'm going to say cannot be what? Or in other words, to make it short, I'll just say it is a type of a constitution that is what? That is not easily amended. It is not easily what? It is not easily amended or changed. So this is what you need to get. This is something interesting that you need to understand. Apart from this, it is very important for us to understand certain terms that get to be involved under what? Under the Constitution. So I'm just summarizing this, and I want you to understand it clearly. There is one that we get to call a what? A constituency assembly. So there is what is known as a what? A constituency what? Assembly. So there is what is known as a constituent what? Constituency assembly. What is a constituency assembly? A constituency assembly is just a group of elected representatives by various sections of society mandated to formulate, amend, adopt a national constitution, as simple as that. So it is as a group of what? A group of elected representatives by various what? Sections of society mandated to formulate, amend, adopt a national constitution. So it is as simple as that. And it is also very important for us to understand what a referendum is. What is a referendum? Maybe there is someone who doesn't know what a referendum is. So a referendum is a vote for or against a constitution provision by citizens. So you discover that it is a what? It is a vote for or against. You vote for, against. People get to vote yes or no. So this is what a referendum is. There is also what we get to call a constitution review commission. The Mwanakatwe, the Mvunga, all those things, I guess you are able to understand them. So all those are simple things that you are supposed to know and understand. So I'm just giving you a eye opener so that you study through this particular topic. It is an important topic, and I want you people to study, understand it clearly and attentively. So what is a Constitution Review Commission? So what is this thing called Constitution Review Commission? You need to understand that it is just a group of people appointed to look at various constitution provisions and collect views from citizens for the purpose of formulating a new constitution. So you discover that we've got the Chona, Mwanakatwe, all those are their what? Recommendations. For example, if we look at the Chona Constitution Review that was appointed by Kenneth Kaunda in 1972. So its major recommendation was for what? One-party state. Then we also have the Mvunga Constitution Review Commission appointed by what? Kenneth Kaunda, 1991. That was the what? The multi-party democracy. We also have the Mwanakatwe Constitution Review Commission that was appointed by what? It was appointed by Frederick Chiluba in 1995. And its major recommendation was for presidential candidates to have Zambian-born parents. We also had the Mungomba. All these are what? All these are constitution review commissions that were there. So you just need to make sure that you understand them. The last thing that I'm going to leave you with, so I want to see if you people have been studying. There is this question here. I want you to tell me the law. So what law does the president use to appoint a commission of inquiry such as the Constitution Review Commission? So I want to see in the comment section. This is the answer that this is the question I want you to leave you with. What law does the president use to appoint a commission of inquiry such as the what? Such as the Constitution Review Commission? Let me see the answers. For those of you that are looking for tuitions, you can WhatsApp me on this number. I'm here to help you get that distinction in an easy way. So this is my WhatsApp number. I'm your tutor for various subjects. So this is my number. If you're looking for tuitions, online lessons to be specific, I'm here to help you. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to this channel or page. Thank you.